We'll see the Hatchet Man again one day. Oh, we will. Absolutely. Hatchet Men are surprisingly common. Well, I will say this. Being that we're so close to Steiner space, they're gonna be a lot more common than we would find most anywhere else. In fact, if the RNG gods really smile on Earth, we might even find the whatever, is it the Axeman? Whichever one is like the heavy version. Berserker. Is it the Axeman or is it the Berserker? Or is it both? I think it's the Axeman. Berserker's assault? I mean, I don't think my mans would turn down a Berserker if we found one. Anyway, chat, let's head to the mech bay, because we got a Star Slayer to put together. What is KEKW that I keep? Yeah. It's so if you're curious, there's an extension for web browsers for Twitch. It's like Frankerface Z. And there's another one that I can never remember the name of. But if you download that extension, it allows like third-party emotes. They're pretty common on Twitch. And KEKW is one of the more common ones. Anyway, chat, let's get into the storage bay because it is time. Now is the time. The time is now. Well, first of all, links. Get the fuck out of here. I don't really need another Blackjack Omni, so I'll sell that part. Still keeping the Thunderbolt parts, just in case. Let me see. Shadowhawk. I mean, do I care enough about a Shadowhawk to keep parts for one? Not really. Wolverine. Again, we kinda already have one, so I feel like I don't need another one. How much do we get for him? 225, I'll take it. Let's see. I mean, we got another crab part. I kind of want to get rid of it, but at the same time, the chance of having a full crab squad is too high. It's too damn high. I gotta keep the crab, Chad. I got to. Strider was from last mission. We don't need that. I don't care about the swordsman. I am keeping, like I noticed, because we got like the ice ferret parts, the viper parts. I am keeping the individual parts of the clan mechs, and you can probably guess why that is. Just take a wild guess as to where I'm planning to take us next. Don't need a javelin. Definitely don't want wasp parts. Disneyland. Correct. Austin Riley got it correct, everyone. Round of applause. You don't win anything. I mean, bragging rights, but that's about it. We still got the 2 Hatchet Man parts. Once again, it was another 3X. And yeah, to Earth's point, somehow, not only did we get the Star Slayer parts, it's the same model of Star Slayer. Yeah, I think that's good. Where's my Star Slayer? Right there. Ready. Do it. Build it.
That mech you wanted is back online.
Intended to replace the Crab as the SLDF's premier medium mech, political and technological delays prevented the Star Slayer's deployment until late into the Amara Civil War. By then, a thoroughly Lyran design, the Star Slayer was another casualty of the Succession Wars, eventually resuming production in the 3050s. Built with a light endo-steel frame and a 250 rated engine and 5 jump jets, the Star Slayer is highly maneuverable and well protected by ferrofibers armor and case, armed with a battery of large, medium, and small lasers with an SRM-4 for backup. The Star Slayer is a versatile machine. It is indeed. It is indeed. Gaze upon its glory. For you will be hard-pressed to find any mech more beautiful than this one, other than perhaps the Awesome. Which by its very name is obviously the most awesome mech. But the Star Slayer be bringing up a close second. Close second. The red stripes melt the eyes. I mean, we could go for this one. See, this one's okay. I don't mind this one. However, I like this one because it has more contrast. Like, it has the diagonal striping here, the diagonal striping here, the diagonal striping here, but it's all different colors, and then you got the vertical white striping as well. I like this one. Alright, so, let me see. What was I gonna do? Oh, right. So we gotta get in here to the refit. And we gotta see, because again, this thing comes with Ferro and Endo by default. It also comes with a double heatsink kit by default. It also comes with case, though, which is gross. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm also probably just gonna drop the SRM launcher, because this thing is pretty much a laser boat. It's rugged, which is very similar to the, I think it's the Kentaro that also gets the rugged bonus. So you get extra structure and extra stability threshold. Always good. I don't know about the jump jets, though. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't know about the jump jets. I feel like I don't need them. You guys know I don't particularly care for jump jets. So let me see. What do we got in the laser bay? We still got one blazer, in spite of the fact that we made the blazer crab. We still got one more. Maybe we go X-Pulse lasers? Would that be better or worse? Cause then I could be like, okay, we'll take this out. We'll take this out. Put the large X-Pulse in, right? Which is gonna be heavier, I think, than the regular large laser. Yeah, the X-Pulse is like 2 tons heavier. That's okay, though. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. Oh, I'm not going for range. But we go with that. I mean, we could... Do I put the XL in it? Do I make it a death trap? No, because then we lose all of the critical slots. So, okay, hold on. We pull the XL, and then we go lasers. So we have regular medium laser, that's gonna be 1 ton. If we go with the medium X-Pulse, though, that's 2 tons. So we're burning a lot of tonnage on X-Pulses, but I'm okay with that because X-Pulse. Unfortunately, I don't have another 2. I've only got 1. So if I dump the regular medium lasers here, what do I have that I could replace it with? Because we got the haywire lasers that impair sensors and do heat damage, but these are also extremely heavy. So like where the medium X-Pulse is 2 tons, the haywire large is 5. And we could go with something like this. Maybe this is where we put the ERPPC shotgun. Just make this thing an abomination of all sorts of different laser systems. Add lower arm on the right. Can you? I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can add that actuator. Yeah. Because when you look at it, like, it's just the gun. Snub-nose PPC? I mean, we could do that too. Let's see. I only bought the one, though. I'd also do a plasma rifle. Like, I would be 100% okay with just making this a plasma rifle design. The only problem is I gave all of my plasma rifles to Megas. Go with a light PPC. But a light PPC is basically just like a worse large laser. Because, like, if I just go with a regular large laser, it weighs 5 tons, does 40 damage and 18 heat. With a light PPC, I'm only saving 3 heat, but I lose 15 damage. And I'm only getting 2 tons back. So, like, it feels like it's not really worth it. Maybe a heavy PPC? Or a clan ER? Swap Pharaoh for XL. We could do that, maybe. But again, that kind of turns this thing into a death trap. Because it's not very heavily armored to begin with. Alright, let's see. At 52... Yeah, we're basically just gaining like 1.2 tons with the Pharaoh, so... Let's see. XL engine? That gets us under the limit. That definitely gets us under the limit. And still gives us some more weight to play with, so I could potentially either put in more heat sinks or optionally just put more armor on. Yeah, because we can't do it without the XL. We've already got the double heatsink kit. Let's see, our movement profile is 5'7". Do I do dumb stuff? Do I do dumb shit and put in like a 275? And bump that 5'7" up to a 5'8"? Oh. Do I go for the 300? Make it a 6'9"? Nice. I feel like, because then we can just drop the jump jets, right? Oh, I could even put the E-Cool in. Put in an E-Cool 2 to save on critical slots. And then I can drop a heatsink. Okay. Okay. Might be onto something here, chat. You might be onto something. They ever go on a job? Yeah, we actually just took you on the last couple missions, Wasteland. A little bit of boat, as I recall, Wasteland. I mean, I tried to get you some kills. I always try to get everybody some kills, but, drop the jump jet completely. I mean, we could. What's our movement profile with the jump jets? It's only gonna be 4 hexes, because we got 4 jump jets. So if I pull the jump jets out completely... Pull the jump jets out completely. We're still sitting at plus 23. God, that sucks. How? Because the X pulses are super hot, though. That's the thing. Like, if I was getting... Oh, God. The ERPPC shotgun. I forgot. That thing generates 40 heat. Alright, let's ditch the ERPPC shotgun. As much as I love the PPC shotgun, it's just too hot. It's too damn hot for a medium mech. Unless you do something like we did with the Gladiator, where you basically just like... Hey, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna give it, like, just the shotgun. And be using that for its primary damage dealer. Let me see. What else do we have? I mean, we still got one more medium X pulse. I could put that in. And then we just gotta find one thing to fill in that last energy slot, or maybe we don't do the energy slot at all. Maybe we go for, I don't know, a clan streak SRM? Is that even worth it? Question mark? I feel like it's not. Honestly, I feel like this design is most effective if you're not relying on on ammunition. Like, the Star Slayer is definitely better as a laser boat. Clan Large Pulse? I mean, it's still hot as shit. We're at 27 over. Let me think. Let me think here. Because, like, the large X-Pulse has really high potential damage. If we go large Pulse, we've got slightly less potential damage, but right about the same heat. Hey. So maybe... I mean, maybe we just throw in a regular medium pulse laser until we can find 3 X pulse or another medium X pulse. Now you can do the haywire and a heatsink. Can I? I thought the haywire was... Oh, I mean, it's only 5 tons, Jet. This thing is an abomination. And I love it. It's beautiful. Okay, if I pull the XL, yeah, definitely not gonna work. So then, yeah, maybe we armor up. Heatsink? I mean, we do kind of need a heatsink is the thing. Because we're 15 over. The X-Pulse does almost as much heat as the Haywire laser, but the Haywire laser does damage and heat. Can you drop the Pharaoh back in? I might. Let me see. I think we got the crit spots. Yeah, we got the crit slots for that. They give us a little bit more weight back. Alright, let's see. Give me double heat sinks? Maybe a heat bank instead? Because heat bank is 8. And it's only 2 slots. So I could cram that in the torso. And that gets us down to 7 heat. And then the exchanger we could cram in the torso. And that gets us to heat neutral. But we're a little bit over. I'm trying to think of the best way. Like, okay, so the large X-Pulse, what's our range brackets? Out to 600. The large Haywire, also out to 600. The medium X-Pulses are only out to 330. So, if instead I went with, say, a Clan ER medium, we're out to 420. Blaze it. Because I'm trying to find a way where we can, like, I want to have as much damage in the same bracket as possible while still having range. So, like, maybe instead of the X-Pulse, we drop the X-Pulses, which will give us some more tonnage to play with. And then do I have... I mean, I've got some Clan ER mediums. which are going to give me more range. It's going to generate a lot of heat, but that's okay. Because with the extra tonnage, we can throw in some heat sinks. And the heat sinks will give us some crit protection on the torsos. We could also try just regular inner sphere ER mediums. The ER mediums... Oh, yeah, because that's right. The clan weapons have less range. Alright. So let's do this. We'll take these out. And we'll do just regular inner sphere ER mediums. And we're close enough to heat neutral? I might throw in one more double heat sink just for the hell of it. Just in case. Because the thing is, if we're sitting at -1, and then we end up in like a desert environment or something, then we suddenly don't have what we need in terms of heat sinking to actually get by. Or what I could do, let's see, the X-Pulse is 27 heat. The Haywire is 18. Because we have laser insulators, what does this do again? Modifies the attached weapon's heat generation by -5. Now chat. Is the savings better? The laser insulator is 0.5. The double heat sink dissipates 6 heat, but it costs 1 ton. So, for the same tonnage, I can sink 10 heat. So I'm gaining an additional 4 heat sinking for the same amount of tonnage. And specifically, I want this to be attached to the Haywire laser. And then that still leaves us 1.5 tons to put into armor. So, obviously, we drop a little armor from the legs, because the legs are legs. We can also drop a little bit of armor from the left arm, because there's nothing in that. And then we can instead spread that armor around to the rest of the mech. And obviously, I want my front-facing armor to be maxed out. And I probably want to max out my side torso armor so that I don't have to worry about getting critted out, engine critted. Then we can try to max out the center torso armor if possible. Oh my god, it's perfect. It's like it was meant to be, chat. Now, I need a name, chat. You need the right pilot? Oh, I already have the right pilot. Don't worry. But we need a name. I'm open to suggestions, chat. I mean, tits. Why Harold? I don't understand Harold. Kojimo, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Boo. Worse says boo. Ominous glow. Lord Starscream. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people saying Starscream. It makes me sad that there's a character limit because there's so many things I could do with this if there weren't. Okay, hold on. How many more characters do I have? Only 5. Shit. Let me think. Let me think. Am I allowed to use punctuation? I am not. Shit. Nope. Not even a hyphen. Or. Some of you will get that reference and some of you will not. If you get that reference, it's time for your medicine. Let me see. Chat, you guys are failing me. I was looking for something witty and interesting. And you're failing me miserably. Especially Lycan, who's just like, Bob, Steve.
The time has come.
You're killing me, Smalls.
So have I.
You're killing me. And Commander Thest, resubscribing for a 14th month at Tier 2. Chat, get some green juice in the chat for Commander Thest and their Tier 2 sub. And, of course, get some hypes out there as well for Tyroki and the Raiders coming in. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us on a Sunday. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well. And hopefully you guys had a good stream. Let me see. Hold on. I think Erst is asleep or otherwise occupied. So let me do this myself if I can still remember how. There we go. And it looks like you guys were also playing some Battletech. Monday for me. Okay, well then, does that put you in the land down under, I wonder? That I did not rhyme that on purpose. But, yeah. Hopefully you guys had a good time. Hello from New Zealand. Ah, Kiwi instead. I'm sorry then. I did not mean to insult you by insinuating that you might possibly be from the land down under. I would hate to make such a faux pas. But even so, greetings from the great state of Texas, and of course from the Inner Sphere, and obviously the Mech Bay, where we're putting together a Star Slayer with all of the most abominable laser technology that we have. I mean, listen, Travis, we've talked about before how, like, when I first heard that song, that is not the lyric that I heard. That is not the lyric that I heard. But, anyway, tell me what you guys were doing in Battletech. Were you playing some BTA, maybe some Rogue Tech, or were you just playing some vanilla Battletech? Tell me all about it. How was life in the Inner Sphere treating you guys today? Getting glitch on an urban map. Yeah, that'll happen. Urban maps are a little buggy on occasion. How do we feel about Lord Hereticus, Chad? Yes, it's a 40K reference, but I think it fits. Actually, because if you hadn't figured it out already, I'm gonna be the one writing this thing in a battle. Would it be Dame? Because I always thought, like, the counter to Lord was Lady, but is it... I mean, in that type of hierarchy, would it be Dame Hereticus as opposed to Lady? I mean, I'm okay with Dame Hereticus. That's fine. It sounds fancy. And we got some Aussies and New Zealanders here as well, so fancy is... I think fancy is appropriate. Taroki says, we were rocking out some BTAU, we're punching up pretty hard, jumped into a 4-skull war we weren't prepared for, got slapped into a 5-skull mission that took out my Helldeck, which is a hunchback with 5 flamers, and 2 SRM6s with Inferno. See, a man after my own heart. Someone else who can appreciate some good mech bay heresy. And we're down a lot of pilots, but also getting assault mech. Sucks about the last mission, but yeah, I mean, that happens. Unfortunately, my voice is scuffed hard, and I need to take a rest of the week off not to talk. It's okay, I feel you on that. I actually just recently got over a respiratory infection myself here, and had to take a couple weeks off because I just couldn't speak for more than 5 or 10 minutes at a time. But hopefully you get to feeling better. And of course, you know, the scuffed missions occasionally happen. And as always, you know, I find myself always on like a series of what I call hubris recovery arcs, where I think I'm hot shit and I'm ready to go. And I'm like, yeah, let's go jump into this really hard mission or this really hard contract. And then we get our ass kicked. And then we have to take it back a couple of notches because we lost pilots and we lost mechs. And it's like, okay, let's try that again. Only this time, without the suck. And we haven't gotten there yet. We have not gotten there yet. But by God, would we be human if we didn't try? At any rate, Chad, let's get this thing started. We're gonna call it the Dame Hereticus. It's gonna cost us 300k and 10 days, but I'm okay with that. Dame Judi Dench
Right.
is also
I'll
a
get it
great
in the
name for a
schedule.
mech. I agree, but it's already taken. Listen, I'm not even gonna pretend like this mech is even half as destructive as Judi Dench, alright? That woman can destroy any landscape that she happens to be in. And this thing's only like half that powerful, so I'm not gonna insult the Dame by trying to claim that we're in any way related. Let's see. With that done, chat, I think we've cleared out the command center. Well, except for this one. We've already discussed. I'm not doing this mission. We are never taking a training or B-team mission ever again. The game has run out my patience on that. No more. So, you know what that means. You know what that means. And for the raiders, this means you guys can get involved too. Because we're going to have to move on. We're going to have to go elsewhere. And as you can see, we are currently in Rasselhag space, right on the border of the Draconis Combine, and right at the spear tip of the clan occupation zone. So, hopefully you can guess what that means. I'm going to put up a poll. So, let me see. New poll. Which clan to bully? And we're going to pick one of three options. Let me see. Let's see. Do this. And let me see. Alright, there you go, chat. It's coming up, so get ready. Poll is up. If you don't see it, refresh your stream. You should see it at the top of your chat box. Remember, democracy only works when you engage with it. So get your votes in now. And decide which clan we want to pick on. I mean, technically, we're in a spot where we could go for Smoked Jaguar, but I'd rather just stick to right here where we are and keep the travel time and the travel expenses to a minimum. And for those that don't understand Clan Karen, that's Clan Wolf. That's kind of an in-joke for the community. Unfortunately, someone gave me a clan take is fixed to be like tabletop mod. I'm not going anywhere near the clans until I can take on the Word of Blake. Yeah, and that's one of my things too, is I didn't do it for this playthrough, but I have considered, on my next campaign, doing something similar. In fact, there's one of my mods was obsessively working on a mod that was basically trying to turn all of the stats in BTA and BTAU into more tabletop-like stats, to make the in-game stats more reflective of the tabletop, with less of the, like, kind of gamey stuff. I don't know if he ever finished it. I know he was working on it for a while, but I don't know if he ever finished. But I have considered a similar type of thing where we get some mods that kind of make the stuff more reflective of tabletop to actually make, for example, the wobbies and the clans significantly more dangerous. Alright, well, in spite of the fact that we have already picked on the green turkeys in the previous campaign, chat has once again chosen them to be the target of our bullying. So, I say it's time we pick our target then. So, we got a 3-star, we got 2.5. Let's see, whom's the fuck are the green turkeys? That would be officially Clan Jade Falcon. But we well, I don't want to say insultingly, we derisively call them green turkeys. But let's see. I like this one. It's an ice world, which, because we're running a lot of Because we're running a lot of laser boats, this will probably benefit us the most. Let's see what else we got. A 1-star. No, I don't think I will. We got a 2-star. I mean, I think we want like either a 3, a 2.5, a 3, or a 3-star planet. Let's see. We got Benfield. Oh, I like this one. It's a rich world. It's a manufacturing, large population. The only thing that concerns me is it's a megacity, and I don't want to get stuck in a bunch of urban stuff. We already did that once before. I'm not perfectly happy with the idea of getting stuck on another urban world for who knows how long. Still need a mod with Clan Wolverine back for revenge. I mean, somebody might have done it. Somebody could have done it. Urban maps go forever. Yeah, you're not wrong, Tyroki. And the other problem that I have, and I think the game just has in general, is that urban maps tend to fill up the memory buffer faster. So, like, you get to that point where the game starts to chug and you have to restart faster if you do a bunch of urban maps. And again, that's just the way it is, but I'd rather not do that because I don't want to have to restart the game before I end the stream. I think we're going to go for Javoka, which is an interesting name. Is that hallucinatory vegetation? Yeah, so interestingly, we have planet-wide storms, mining, we have a dominant fungus and hallucinatory vegetation on an ice world. Also, apparently there's a lot of recreation here. So I guess people come here for vacation. Probably for the hallucinatory vegetation. That would be my guess. Anyway, it's going to cost us 45k and take 19 days. That will hopefully be enough for us to finish up our mech bay work orders and also get the next engineering project finished to increase our weight limit a little bit. So let's get underway, chat.
Calculating course now, Commander.
You could say they traveled to Jabuka to have a good trip. Indeed.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
Alright, that is the next engineering upgrade complete to increase our weight limit by a further 50 tons. Again, we have 2 more upgrades that we could work on. Either a second set of upgrades for the mech bays, to basically open up mech bay 2. And then we've got the drop weight limit increased by a further... Good lord. I can words, chat, I swear. I've been speaking English my whole life. I promise I've done this before. We can increase our Jesus Christ. We can increase our drop weight limit by 50 tons. There, I did it. You know what the sad thing is? I'm not even drunk. I don't even have alcohol as an excuse right now. It's a disgrace. Here's the thing, though. If we go to do the upgrade for the mech base, that's going to take 40 days. Understand that typically, per stream, we're only passing maybe a dozen days. This could take multiple streams before it's done. Meanwhile, this will be done in 6 days, which means it might even be done before we get where we're going. I keep telling all of my ESL friends that when they get annoyed at themselves for messing up, that we native speakers struggle as well. Oh yeah, no, I tell people all the time, English is like 6 different languages wearing a trench coat. Like, trust me, the only reason I'm as good with it as I am is because I've been speaking it my whole life. I don't expect you to be as good as me if you've been speaking it for a year. And, more to the point, I always take the tack of... I always go with Nikita. I still remember Nikita. That is the Nikita from Escape from Tarkov. On a stream, kind of infamously one time, somebody was making fun of him and was like, "Oh man, your English is shit." And he read that message out and he was like, "My English is better than your Russian. Shut the fuck up." And that's the approach that I always take, which is, hey, you speak 2 languages, I barely speak the one, so respect. Anyway, chat. Rare Nikita win. Yeah, it's extremely rare these days. Let's see. We could upgrade the engines. That's going to be 30 days. We could go for the Gamma Pod. That's also 30 days. How many more days until we get where we're going? Let me see. 14 days to Javoka. Chat, I'm thinking we go for the weight upgrade. She speaks with the truth except when she pays me. Listen, Game Master, you and I both know that I've never actually paid you before. So that's a lie. Let's see. We could also do the machine shop again. I'm trying to pick something that's going to be done before we get where we're going. After that, I'll tell you what. Here's what we'll do. Chat, I'll put it up through a vote. Again, normally Urs would have done this, but he's predisposed. Let's do another poll. And I'll say engine, pod. Let me see. What else could we do? We could do... I'll just say recreation. We'll decide what later, but if you guys want recreation, we'll pick something from that list. Or we could do mech. No. I might go do that. I'll just leave it to that. Alright, chat. Poll's going up. Get your votes in. To be clear, I'm gonna go ahead and do the weight limit increase first, just to get it underway. It'll be done before we get where we're going.
It'll take a
And
bit,
then
but we'll get it
this,
done.
what you're voting on, is gonna be what we do after that. So in the meantime, let's see. The Cheech and Chong is gonna be done soon. The Dame Hereticus will also be done before we get where we're going. So everything should be good by the time we actually arrive in system. Oh boy, more fanfic. What does the engine do? So if we do the final engine upgrade, what it essentially does is decrease the amount of time between, jumps. Like, how long it takes us to get to places. Now, sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's not. It just depends on how you run your company. I use travel time as a way to get mech repairs done, to get engineering projects done, that kind of thing. Because typically when we load into a system,
Job's done, Commander.
I'm gonna do all those missions, and technically, according to the game, it all happens in one day. Unless we pass time to do repairs or something. Like, if we just do all the jobs and don't pause for any kind of work orders, all of that canonically happens on the same day, somehow. Let's go ahead and finish the ship upgrade, and then by the time that finishes, you guys should be done with your vote. And then we can decide what our next engineering project is going to be. Game Master says, why am I the only one who voted for the pod? I mean, maybe you're the only one that wants your own bunk. Maybe the rest of these guys
Those
like hot
upgrades you asked
bunking.
for are online, Commander.
I mean, I can't help with that. Everybody wants the engine, alright? Let's see, how did the rest of the vote go? Let me see how the rest of the vote went. I mean, it was pretty close between engine and recreation. So, yeah, the engine wins out. Let's see, we got an event, unexpected debris. In navigation, Subaru highlights a red blinking alert in the Argo's path. We've got some space junk in our way, Commander. Permission to blast it to dust with the Leopard. Debris, Murad corrects her. I recommend that we attempt to avoid it, otherwise you risk sending debris in unexpected directions. You could damage our most vital systems and bays. The Argo isn't exactly an agile ship. I mean, I'm good, but she's never gonna turn on a dime. We've got about 5 minutes. We need a decision. I mean, yeah, obviously we spent the money on the improved power, so we do the improved power. I mean, I would do the evasive maneuver because I don't want to, like, no, let's blast them tiny bits into space at high speed so that way somebody can get, you know, a bolt through their cockpit glass 10 years from now and 5 light years away. Now, we're using the improved power conduits. That's why we built them. Coordinating with Sumar, Dr. Murad manages to squeeze some extra thrust from the power conduits. The Argo lurches forward with a burst of speed and the entire ship vibrates as if it might explode. Though the extra power lasts only for a few minutes, the dropship evades the debris. After the Argo reaches a safe distance, Dr. Murad reports the navigation over the comms. I'm still kind of shocked that actually worked. Stray particles caused some superficial damage, but nothing too concerning. You made the right call, Commander. I know. I always do. Cheers echo down the halls of the Argo as the rest of the outfit return to their posts. Morale increased by 2. We found the Irby Derby winner. Yeah, no, the dumpster is always the Irby Derby winner. I don't know if you know that. Like, at the end of the Irby Derby, the dumpster is always the winner. I don't mean the trash can, I mean the dumpster, where all of the parts end up. Tairoki says, thank you for the shout out. Oh, absolutely. That's something of a tradition here. If you're gonna raid me, I will absolutely give you a shout out because I want my people to know who they're sharing the chat with. So if you're gonna drop in on me, the least I can do is give you a shout out. Paint it red and it can always go faster. I mean, we do have some red on the ship here in bits and pieces. I wish it would let me paint the whole ship, but unfortunately no. Let's see. Is this more fanfic or is this actual stuff? I think this is the Trinity thing, right? Oh, no, this is more fanfic. This is more Sanctuary Alliance stuff. More fanfic. Have an Irby with an RL40, 2 ER mediums, going roughly 300 kph. I mean, the fast Irby is a myth. As we've all seen. The only exception being the one that has the coil, which sadly they nerfed into the ground. Because that thing was funny. But fast Irby is a myth. If you think it goes 300 kph, the problem is that, like, it's like a visual thing. It's like a mirage. So, like, you think it's going 300 kph. It's actually only going 30 kph. But, like, you're viewing it at the right angle that it makes it look like it's going that fast. Or, alternately, and again, it's kind of advanced technology, so it depends on whether it's a variant that was made after the Helm Memory Core, but some Irbies actually move so slow that they cause the rest of the universe in their vicinity to slow down as well, and it makes the Irby look like it's moving faster. Like, technically it's still moving the same speed, it just slows everything else down. All I need is an Atlas to basically be the parent saying, go ahead, go have some fun, and the Irby running off at the speed. Yeah. I mean, better that the Atlas is filling the parental role than kicking the Irby like a soccer ball.
Waypoint reached, Commander.
Alright. Well, we're here in clan space. I'm gonna check the store because we haven't made the clans hate us yet. And this is probably going to be the only time we have to go to the store before things become so prohibitively expensive as to be not worth our time. That's assuming there's any clan tech for sale at all, which it doesn't look like there is? I guess I shouldn't be surprised by that. Yeah, this is kind of a butt-cheek store. This is not a great store. I kind of want to buy the plasma rifle because plasma rifle, but it's also 762k. No, I gotta resist the urge. I will buy this ER small though.
New weapon systems available.
Because, look, chat, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's gonna come a point where we build the Disco Inferno again. There's gonna come a point where it happens. I'm just gonna make sure that I have the stuff that I need to do that when it does. Also, I kind of want to buy a bunch of battle armor plasma rifles because even though we're not using battle armor right now, I want to have plasma rifles for when we do. Now. Alright, Chad, let's see. What do we got? What's in the command center? We gotta start fighting the clanners. Let's see. We've got Merrick fighting against Jade Falcon. We've got Rimworld's Republic against Jade Falcon. Merrick against the Falcon again. And Steiner against the Falcon. Outstanding. Well. Oh my. Oh my. Chad, we have a duo duel on our hands. And we just happen to have some really big mechs that have really not had a chance to stretch their legs lately. What's Merrick doing up here? I mean, ask Merrick, I don't know. We're obviously going with max money here. The amount of money on offer kind of scares me, though. I'm not gonna lie, it scares me a little bit. Alright, chat. We gotta decide who we're sending on this one. I mean, I think we have to send the Warhawk. Because again, Ven has not had enough opportunities to stretch his legs recently. I mean, we could always buy more battle armor. I've been saving the few elemental parts that we've come across, just in case we get enough to build our own. Is the Star Slayer ready? It is, but this is an unlimited weight duel. Send the awesome? I mean, we could. I'm just trying to give somebody else an opportunity if they want to go in. I mean, I would say it would probably be between Megas or Erst. Because anybody else is probably going to get their ass kicked. I don't know. I mean, Warsh in the Kintaro could probably handle it because it's an SRM boat. King Bob and Crappy. Oh my god. Dad, that would be terrible. I have a feeling that wouldn't end very well. He fucked up the prediction to only be 30 seconds. Ignore it. That's okay, Erst. You can just refund their points. Alright, chat. I guess I can put the awesome in. That's fine. I actually haven't gone on a mission in a long time, so I guess it's overdue. Alright, chat. Here we go. Wish us luck, because this might get ugly. Remember, we're fighting clanners. And we're not, I mean, I have very little, if any, clan tech. Like, yes, technically the Masakari is a clan mech, but it's not, like, we don't have much clan tech in it. So, I'm just saying. Boss going back with medbay? Oh, it's very possible. Well, remember, Ven, this is a duel. So, I mean, all things being equal, we're gonna get 1 or 2 parts, maybe, and it's gonna be completely random. We will get 1,000,000 C-bills if we win, though. Clans are the galaxy leaders in how to get punched in the face. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. I mean, look, I understand the missions are, like, randomly generated and stuff, but I refuse to believe that two random noble children from Merrick would, like, elope together and then defect to Jade Falcon, and then not only that, but Jade Falcon would then welcome them with open arms, give them mechs, and then let them fight for their freedom? Like, maybe some really twisted commanders doing it for entertainment, but that doesn't strike me as a very clanner thing to do. Anyway, chat, let's see what we're up against. Let's see what we're up against.
Command interface initiated.
Oh, they stole the mechs from Merrick. Well, I guess we'll find out shortly whether they end up being clan mechs or whether they end up being inner sphere mechs. Alright. Time to start this party. I got spawn protection. I'm gonna use it. They're gonna do the same thing, but that's fine.
Yup.
Let's see. Let's get some speed. And we're gonna go for 6 evasion and then wait to see what they do. I mean, it says they're Jade Falcon. We got a 70-tonner and a 75-tonner. Did you just not move?
Orders.
I mean, I'm okay with that, but I feel like tactically it's not a great idea for you. But I'm gonna take the high ground, because that's what you should do. What you gonna do? Okay, he's advancing. Nice.
Commander.
So if we roll up here, I'm not gonna be able to see him. It's alright. It's alright.
What are your orders, Skipper?
If we round the corner... Like, I don't know what we're up against, and I'm a little bit concerned. 70 and 75. Yeah, I mean, we could be up against a Mad Cat. You never know. Let's see. I mean, I can get 6 evasion here and still have both targets. The only problem is they can easily flank me after I do that. So I think what I'll do instead is we'll head this direction. Like, I'm trying to get good evasion, but still be facing the right way without them being able to flank me. So we'll do this.
Roger, Skipper. Kicking it.
And we are dealing with a what? What is this? I've literally never heard of this mech before. I mean, it's clearly a clan mech, but I've never heard of it. And then we got a summoner. And Wreck-It Carl rolling in the chat on a Sunday evening with a 17-month resubscription. Good to see you, Carl. Thanks for joining us, as always. And hopefully the weekend's been treating you well. And, of course, thank you for the 17 months of support. Again, over a year, almost a year and a half in the cult of bad tactical decisions. Yeah, that's a lot of pulse lasers, and then this is just LBX, LRM, and ERPPC. So this is a couple of big guns. This is a bunch of little guns. This is definitely the more dangerous mech. It's also probably going to be running hot AF. But we will see. We will see. I'm going to see if we can take this summoner off the field first. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. Yeah, wow. This is insane. Okay, so having never heard of this thing before. So, you have the summoner, which is a 70-ton mech. It's got about 900 armor. And it's got 3 big weapons. This thing is only 5 tons heavier. Has 200 more armor. And what? 2 large pulse lasers, 6 small pulse lasers, and multiple missile launchers. Yeah, I think we gotta take this guy out, like right now.
I'm on him.
Cause he is a beefy boy. He is a big beefy boy.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, let's see. I mean, I was hoping that the elevation would give me more than what I got,
Roger, full speed.
but we're just gonna we're gonna do it live. Let me see. If we up the RPMs, that doesn't actually decrease our accuracy any. But I'm legitimately afraid that if I do this and go for maximum damage output, I'm gonna jam these things and then I'm not gonna be able to do anything. But it's a duel. I gotta go for maximum DACA, right? Okay, we took out a leg, so homeboy's gonna be taking a dirt nap. And there goes the left torso with an engine crit. And he's getting right back up. I approve of the hustle. I approve of the hustle.
It's go time.
Alright, how many jammed?
Standing by.
Only one. That's impressive. I mean, this is the part where we basically have to do it again, right? Oh god. Why? Why, chat? Now I have to. No. It's called the massive rack. It's called the massive rack. I just want you to know, chat, you did this to you. Let me see. Oh, I'm on the edge of the map. Shit. Alright. You know what? I'm not even gonna move. Actually, I'm gonna move a little bit.
On my way. Double time.
We're living on the edge, chat.
Affirmative. Watch my heat levels.
I specifically didn't hardly move my awesome so you would shoot at that instead. Please don't do that.
Confirmed. Affirmative, Commander.
Okay, we're gonna get in there. I'm gonna Battle Lord because we're going for broke. And we're gonna hit him with the full alpha. And there's the engine destroyed. Outstanding. That's one down.
Target down, Commander. Oh, hell yes. It's on now.
And he just DFA'd me. And knocked himself down. And knocked me down. What? What? shit. We got 2 jams, chat. We got 2 jams. He's bleeding out. I'm hoping this is gonna be over before he bleeds out all the way. Okay. Guess what time it is, chat? Guess what time it is? I cannot believe he missed so many shots. Do it again. And there we go. That's engine destroyed. 4 salvageable parts, but unfortunately we took no salvage, and then he panic ejected. Are you fucking serious? Why? You won. Why did you eject?
Mission successful.
Victory ejection, that's what it was. It was a victory ejection. Now, I don't know if that's gonna count against us. I don't know if that's gonna count against us because it happened after the end. Oh no, don't worry, track tension. So, one of the settings that I have changed in BTA under the campaign settings is that we have a 100% chance to recover our mechs from the field. And I do that because I'm going to put it to you like this. If I was a mercenary and I was working for somebody and one of my people went down on the field and then they were like, oh, tee-hee, I know that's your mech, but it's part of salvage rights, I would nuke the fucking site from orbit. No, I'm sorry, I'm not going to fight your battles for you and then have you make me spend my salvage rights to get my own shit back. That's not how that's gonna go. So, yes, Ven might have screwed himself with his victory ejection. We might have to do CSAR. Or we might, I mean, he might just go MIA. I don't know. But either way, like, I think it's absolutely ridiculous that if I'm working as a mercenary for a faction that they're gonna make me pay to get back my own shit. Especially in a situation like where one of my people dies or something. Like, no, I don't think so. He's injured, but he's fine. Also, now we have to fix the Warhawk because when he ejected, it destroyed the head on the mech. Did we have anything important in the head? I don't remember. Yeah, great. I mean, okay, look, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really care what salvage we got from this, because here's the thing. Because we only get 3 picks randomly, if it had given me 3 pieces of a summoner, I would have been furious. But we don't need SRM ammo, and I guess I'll keep the LBX-10 ammo. It's fine. What's wrong with the summoner? Oh, no, I wouldn't have been mad if it tried to give it to me. I would have been mad if, like, when I'm not allowed to pick anything. We got 4 parts on the summoner, which means that's full salvage. With my game settings, you have to get 4 parts in order to build a mech. So we could have gotten full salvage, but if the game, because we only got 3 pieces of salvage, if it gave me 3 summoner parts, and then I had to leave the other one on the table, I would have been furious. Because that's the kind of luck that I have. We're gonna need some mech repairs. Yeah, I imagine so. Ven was apparently celebrating so hard he slammed the yeet seat, and I don't know if that was entirely intentional. I guess we're gonna have to have a talk in the office after he gets out of medbay. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, for everybody that bet on us making it, congratulations. Okay, we did not have anything important in the head. That's good. That is very good. Alright, let's go ahead and get the mech fixed. I mean, the mech's gonna be fixed in one day.
Right.
Ven's
I'll
not
get
gonna
it
be
scheduled.
fixed for at least a couple weeks. Let's see. What, it was 18 days, right? Oh, only 11 days. Reduced, I assume, because of our med bay.